Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the plasma membrane. Before that, let us think. Let us think about how selective and choosy we are. Either it is about our clothes or food or a game. Someone like puzzle games, someone like headshot games, and someone like killing games, someone like normal management games. How choosy our minds are. So just like that, our cells are also choosy in nature. Let's take an example of food. How choosy you are in a food. You like a raw vegetable. You don't like a raw vegetable. If you are going to like a raw vegetable, it's a miracle for your mothers. Okay, you don't like raw vegetables, but you don't like raw vegetables, green vegetables, but you like the cooked form like a burger, pizza, and all. You like all that wasteful products, but you don't like a good and the healthy products. Okay, just like that. But our cells are not like that. Our cells are much more smarter than you. How? Let's see how. So we are going to discuss about the plasma membrane. Okay, plasma membrane. Okay, this is our cell. Okay, so first function, as we see, it's selective in nature. So plasma membrane first function is it's selective in nature. Selective in what way? It is selective in and allow particular compounds or particular substance to come inside and particular substance to release out. Okay, it's selective in nature, selective, and allow particular compounds to come inside and release out. Okay, like salts, carbon dioxide, oxygen, water, and all. Okay, now the second function, as you can see that it's create a barrier. It's create a barrier between outer environment and inner environment. So it's create a barrier between outer environment and inner environment. And the third function is it's transport some selected compounds inside and outside. So its third function is transport. Okay. So here are some basic function of our plasma membrane. Okay. Now the composition. It is about how plasma membranes are made. So we are going to see the composition of plasma membrane. Composition of plasma membrane. It is made up of lipids and protein. Lipids and protein. It is made up of lipids and protein. Okay, so here we see the functions and composition of plasma membrane. And now we are going to discuss about the basic process through which these compounds come inside of the cell and go release out to the environment. Okay, release out to the environment. So let's discuss those processes through which these things happen. So the first process we are going to discuss is about diffusion. Okay, diffusion. The process of diffusion is a simple movement of solute particles from inside environment to outside or from outside to inside. Just like you are going out to play and coming back to study coming back to home for studies. Just like that, our plasma membrane also have the diffusion process, and it also have some gates through which some particular molecules come inside and release out into the environment. Okay, so diffusion is that process in which solute solute particles move from its high concentration to its low concentration. Okay, and the advanced version of diffusion is called osmosis. 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 In which solvent, remember, its diffusion is for solute and osmosis is for solvent. So biological solvent is our water. Okay, always remember, a biological solvent is always water. Okay, so this is our solvent which is moving from its low to high, which is moving from low to high. Okay, means it is moving from its diluted part to concentrated part. Okay, diluted part to concentrated part. Okay, these two processes are very important for the cell. And now there are different kinds of environment and we react accordingly. Just like that, our cells in different kinds of solutions act accordingly. Okay, now we are going to discuss about those solutions. Okay, let us see about those solutions. Just like you and me, our cell also act like that. In party mode, we like to do party, but in study mode, we like, oh, it's so low energy. Just like that, in different environment, we can adjust ourselves like that environment. Just like that, our cells also behaves, okay, in different solution and differently in a hyper, and on the basis of that we divide solution into three parts. First one is a hypertonic solutions. Second one is isotonic solutions. Okay, and the third one is a hypotonic solution. Hypotonic. Okay, these are the three different types of solution which we are going to discuss: hypertonic, isotonic and hypotonic. Okay, so in this condition it's a hypertonic. Okay, in this condition our cell is going to be shrink. Okay, how? Because, okay, just think how these cells going to be shrink. When shrinkage occur, there is a movement of what? Water from inside to outside. That's why it's construct itself, its surface area. Just like that, our solute means water move from inside to outside, from inside to outside. Okay, and our cell going to be shrink. So this is going to happen when the concentration of inside environment is low. Okay, so here solute particle is low. Okay, solute particle is low, is in low amount. Okay, so this is diluted part. Okay, this is diluted part and this is concentrated part. Okay, so our water moves from its diluted to concentrated part. Okay, here solute is in low amount and here solute concentration is in high amount. Okay, so this makes our cell to shrink. Now in isotonic solution, let's see what's happening. Okay, our cell is this and it's iso. Iso means equilibrium. Okay, iso means in its equilibrium. So there is a equilibrium maintained between inside environment and outside environment. So there is an equilibrium maintained in inside environment and outside, and cell is in its normal condition. Okay, and now it's time for hypotonic solution. It's a hypo, yani high. So in this environment, our outer environment is in diluted condition and inner environment is concentrated. So here solute is in high amount and here solute is in it's a low amount. Okay, so the water moves from outside to inside. Okay, so our water moving from outside to inside. If water moving inside, then what's happened? Our cell going to be swell. Okay, here shrink. In hypertonic solution, our cells shrink. In hypotonic solution, our cell swell. Okay, just like raisins soaked in a water and in a normal condition. Look the difference between the raisins. It's shrink. So all water with the process of osmosis goes out, and this is swell. All water with the through the process of osmosis goes in. So this is the difference between hypotonic solution and hypertonic solution. Okay, now I hope you guys are going to be understand, and thank you for the today's lecture. Bye.